Hello everyone, hope you're having a fantabulous day. My name is Jem and this is Food Drinks Life. So today, I want to show you how to make stock in your Instant Pot. Now this isn't a new concept. People have been making stock in Instant Pot for a while, and a very similar method that I'm going to show you today, which is using your veggie scraps. I'm going to link down in the description below some of my inspirations for today. Make sure I'm citing the right people. So here I have, as you can see, I was flailing around before. I've got a little bit of leeks here. I've got a few more leek skins, whatever you want to call them. Shells? I don't know. But I got a little bit more of the tough part of the green leek here. Smells good. And I have about 2 pounds of veggie scraps here, and what's in here is carrot ends, carrot skins, so the shavings, same thing with onions, the tops, the bottoms, the yellow bits, as you can see, they'll add nice color to the stock later on. You can see we have some celery ends, and some of these have garlic ends and mushroom bits, anything basically that I can get my hands on. Just about. I don't usually use broccoli or asparagus or cauliflower, things that are going to taste really strong because I don't want that to overpower my stock. Some people like to use broccoli and asparagus and all that. You're going to find a lot of different places use a lot of different pieces of vegetable for their stock, but I like to stick with onion, celery, carrots, garlic, mushrooms is usually the mix. Sometimes Brussels sprouts end up in there even though they're kind of strong flavored. And today there's a few bits of leeks that are going to go in there too. So with that, let's get started. I've got to take these out. So we're going to start with these leek ends here, leek tops, leek outsides. I don't know, they leaked everywhere and I want them in my stock. I'm just ripping them up a little bit. Don't really need to do this. Probably should have cut it, but hey. Whatever. And in goes one of the bags. And of course, oh, forgot to mention, there's also some parsley stems in here too. Now, as you can see, I've got a whole bunch of veggie ends that would have gone to waste. Like I said, you have the carrot skins and celery pieces. There's a few bits of garlic in there. Yeah, that was a mushroom stalk at one point, but now it looks really ugly. So yeah, just got a whole bunch of a little bit of everything in here. I'm also going to throw in a couple of bay leaves. I can get the bay leaf bag open. Got it on the first try. It's kind of big, so I'm just going to stick in one. And feel free to add in salt, but I like to leave mine salt-free so I can add salt to the recipes as I go along. So you can add salt. I'll put in a little bit of shaky pepper because I don't have any fresh cracked pepper, but you work with what you got. Don't always have everything. So to that, we're going to add 10-ish cups of water. We'll see where we're at. We also want to make sure, because we're going to be using the pressure cooker function on this, that we don't fill it past that 2/3 mark, because that's when it won't build up the right pressure, it won't cook, and we'll have issues. So let's add some water. Alright, so that's 10 cups of water right there. I think I'm going to add a little bit more because I have a lot of veggie ends, and I'm not up to that 2/3 mark yet, so I don't feel bad adding a little bit more water. Perfect. So that ended up being 12 cups of water. And by the way, if you're finding this on YouTube, I'm going to link my blog in the description down below. That will have a little bit more information and the full recipe that I'm using today. And if you're on my actual blog, thanks for visiting. You can find it just by scrolling down. Oh, I did a finger motion you didn't see. Scrolling down. That's you scrolling down. So, ooh, I thought that was a whole onion there. Speaking of which, some recipes will tell you that they'll still put in whole mushrooms or carrots or celery or what have you. I really just wanted to use veggie ends. And I've done it before. It tastes great. It works out great. And it's stuff that you were going to throw away anyways. So win-win all around. We are going to... There we go. So I'm going to scooch this forward just a little bit so you can see the vent here. What we're going to do is we're going to manual pressure cook on this. We are going to set it for 15 minutes on high, and we want to make sure that this little tab here, you can't really see it because my lighting sucks, but it says sealing here. We're going to make sure it is pushed. Rude. We're going to make sure it's pushed all the way to the ceiling, because if you accidentally have it on venting, like I did with another recipe today, it won't do anything. It'll just sit there and just leak out air the entire time. It sucks. You wasted your time and you feel like an idiot. So make sure that you check and make sure that it's on sealing. This pot is on now. It's going to take a while to get up to pressure. It's saying that it's on. Once the timer goes down, we're going to let this naturally release, and I will see you back on the other side. Alright, so we are back. I let the Instant Pot do a half quick release, half natural release. I let it go for about 20 minutes on natural release. It didn't do much, so I decided I was going to quick release it. I wanted to make sure the carrot peels on the inside didn't overcook. They have a tendency of doing that in stocks like this, and it makes it really bitter if you're not paying attention. So with that, let's find out what's going on the inside. Got a little pressure still. Alright, we got a steam bath. Yay! Okay, so here's what's going on the inside. You see it looks all welcoming and inviting, and it doesn't look hot at all, and do not, I repeat, do not taste this right out of the pot. You will regret it sorely. I did that once when I was making chicken stock in the Instant Pot, and I burnt my lip pretty bad. Realized afterwards it's still at boiling temperatures when you take it off of the heat. So don't do that. Learn from my mistakes. Second thing is that we need to strain out all of the veggies in here. They have been spent, their use has been used, and now we can harvest all of this lovely stock in here. So with that, let's take care of it. Okay, so we have our stock here, and I have a colander with some cheesecloth on it, and there's a pot. There's a pan underneath it, and as you can see, I've outfitted my cheesecloth with some clips here, something I learned while watching Bon Appetit. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take this, and we're going to do the kind of tedious process of skimming all the stuff out. Okay, so with what's left, we're just going to dump it my colander farted. And we're gonna get everything out. Normally, if I was doing a meat stock, I'd leave all those biddies in there because I wouldn't want to feel like dealing with them. But with veggie stock, we're going to give all of this a squeeze, and considering that veggies are a lot of water anyways, sometimes I will end up with more stock than water that I put in. So let's scooch this. Alright, so try not to burn myself while I'm squeezing this. It's very unlikely. My rubber heat gloves. Oop, left little pock marks on the bottom. I think that's about good. Try and see if I can give it a squeeze from this angle. I don't want to squeeze it too much because I don't want it to get any bitterness in there. So the colander has served its purpose. Sort of. Doesn't look like it's caught anything. I guess that's a good thing, because that means that the cheesecloth didn't fall through. now we're left, whew, that was loud. Now we're left with this nice big bowl of veggie stock. And just for kicks and giggles, I'm going to measure it out and see where we're at. So right there, I have a bowl off to the side that you can't see. That's 10 cups, and I still have some left in here. So I probably end up with about 12 cups, which is pretty good considering that we started with 12 cups of water. So with that, what I'm going to do, or what rather you can do with your stock, is you can use it right away. This is 110% ready to use right now. But what I'm probably going to do is with most of this, actually probably all of it, I'm going to stick it in quart-size bags. So I wrote on these, I wrote what's in there, the time that I made it, or rather the date, and how many cups are in there. 2 cups is pretty standard for a quart-size bag. They freeze flat, they don't bubble up. You don't have to worry about it fitting awkwardly in your freezer. So with that, I will show you that tomorrow. Okay, so as you can see, my veggie stocks are frozen, and as you can see, they have I would say about a 1/2 inch side profile, if you will. So they'll freeze flat nicely. You can stack them up. That's you stacking them up in your freezer. And they're all like that. This one looks like, if you can see, they're very slippery. As you can see here, this one looks like it caught a metal ridge somewhere. So I'll have to use that one pretty soon because you don't want ones like that chilling out in your freezer. It's not good. They have tiny bubbles, but that's okay. I mean, it's pretty much unavoidable. And I think, ooh, they're stuck. Hopefully I didn't break the bag. Ooh, there we go. As you can see here, this is what I was kind of left with. I had originally written 2 cups, but it was actually about 1 1/4, 1 1/2, and it's a lot smaller. So ended up with about 11 1/4 cups of stock, which is great. Now I wanted to show you another one of my stocks. My hands are freezing. This one here is a beef and vegetable stock that I had made back in, looks like, October. And what happened was, I put 4 cups in it foolishly, and I knew better. I don't know why I did this, but I put 4 cups into this, and as you can see, it's got this weird bubble on it. Well, actually, it's not weird, it's just science. But it has this bubble here, and it makes it really hard to put in places. So this is the size of pretty much a box of stock that you would get at the store, but it's a lot more clunky. So with that, I think that is it for today. Be sure to leave a like on this video and comment down below what you would like to see me make next. I am on this channel with varying levels of success, but I'm definitely more active on my blog, Food Drinks Life. I will leave a link for that in the description down below. Be sure to subscribe so you see more content like this in the future, and hit the notification bell if you want to make sure that you absolutely see this content in the future. So with that, cheers, cheers! This is me trying to wave to you from the top down.